Hi Aquarius, how are you doing? Welcome back to Self-Discovery Support, and today I am doing just a general message for you, seeing what's coming up. I'm gonna look at the past, what's happening currently, and then what else you have coming towards you, and then if we need to clarify a little bit to see what we need to do for that. Alright, so before the reading started, I drew a Lenormand card just to see what was on your mind, and this is a card that came out, number 16, having to do, it's a star. It's having to do with the things that you want, things that you desire, things like dreams, goals, and also it's about that kind of hopefulness, what inspires you, what the universe has for you. So that's really, I think, really kind of magical. It's like a really nice time to be in. This might be a time or a time of year that you're feeling that it's a time to think about, maybe I see like new directions and what you feel universe has in store for you at this time. What guidance is there for me at this time, for you at this time? It's a time almost to like dream and to feel what you want. You know, this is like, I think the second or third reading I've done for you where you're at a kind of crossing point and there's something coming towards you. There's a time to kind of reinvent, to think about where you want to go and what you want to achieve, and almost feeling a little bit more elevated spiritually. Yeah, so there we have the star. All right, so let's find out what was happening for you in the past. Okay, so it seems like there's a very spiritual time. Let's get a couple more cards. Okay, so hidden energies, 8 of Wands. So we know that there's something that is moving, some kind of, either you are taking momentum or something is coming towards you. Let's see what we have happening for you in the past. So I'm guessing that you're using your intuition a lot more. I feel like this connects a lot to the star. You are almost like relying on, you're discovering that spiritual side of yourself, and I think that that's helping you to feel a lot more in control of the emotions that you're having. It's almost like tapping into what you innately have, the inner wisdom, right? And that spiritual side maybe was not as nurtured before. You're feeling like you're at a point where this is allowing you to almost find the success that you desire in life. Let's get a little bit more information here. Why is the King of Cups here? Okay. 2 fell out, King of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. So like confirmation here, right? So this has to do with feeling a little bit more independent. So it's almost like because you're coming into this kind of new space of feeling balanced, feeling a kind of settled feeling, I want to say, almost like there's a sense of love and care coming up. It's like you have almost like been able to bring yourself into some kind of self-contained status. Like you feel a lot more independent, a lot more able to kind of, you're able to view your success more, and even maybe even pursue the success that you want. Yeah. All right, let's see why the Six of Wands is here. There's like a terrible sound in the background. There's like a lot of work happening in my neighborhood, a lot of construction. All right, why is the Six of Wands here? Six of Wands, you've had to pull yourself up. You've had to, okay, so what I feel is that there's been something, there's been a really, I want to say a difficult time, because strength is here. And it's almost like through this spiritual discovery, you're pulling yourself up through that. Yeah, so I almost feel like this is some kind of indication of some kind of awakening, a reconnection with the spiritual side because of something that happened. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Yeah, there's the confirmation, right? So this has been, Nine of Wands tells us that you have been through something quite difficult, and you're feeling almost like worn, ragged, and you really had to tap into that spiritual side, and that's what got you through. But what I'm seeing is that you were able to get through this through your own kind of inner resilience. And now it's like you're emerging on the other side more balanced and feeling a lot more kind of resourceful within yourself. And that's why we have this here, the star sets the theme of the reading, with you emerging almost victorious because you have this support. You feel now that you are on some kind of spiritual journey. And there's that popular saying right now, the universe has your back. I think you're feeling that now. Okay, and Three of Cups here. So what it tells me is almost like you're about to re-emerge into the world. Whatever was difficult here, it's like now you're ready to enter a new phase where you're feeling celebratory. Yeah, you're ready to kind of move towards this. Okay, let's see what's happening for you in the present. Okay, what's happening for Aquarius in the present? What's currently happening for Aquarius? What's currently happening? What's currently happening for Aquarius? We have the Fool, so we're talking about new beginnings now. So like having gone through what you went through in the past, it's like you're now ready to re-emerge and kind of jump into something. That's a really good approach to take. What I'm seeing here is that you do feel you're emerging into this current phase of your life, feeling maybe a little bit defeated. Yeah, you feel like there's some loss, but you are still somehow managing this skill that you learned before. It's that's the thing that's anchoring you in the present now. And you might be feeling like currently that, okay, I'm not yet where I want to be. I'm not yet in that really good feeling space, but I'm anchored because I have that spiritual side to me. And you also have this really great attitude. New beginnings. I see that here. And all right, let's find out some more about why is the Five of Spears here. Why is the Five of Spears here? Okay. There we go. 5 of Spears, the Emperor. Alright, so you are feeling defeated, but what it's telling me here is that there's gonna be a renewed sense of empowerment. This is like what you see on the surface, but what's brewing is this sense of coming into your own, an ability to kind of chart the course for yourself. Okay, why is the King of Cups here? Yeah. Back of the deck, hidden energies, some kind of heartbreak, right? I saw that in the past. You could see that almost. This didn't come up. The 3 of Swords didn't come up, but the energy was there. 7 of Swords tells us that this is like a strategy in a way for you to kind of balance your emotions. This is helping you to kind of get ahead on whatever you feel is lacking on this side. All right, let's find out why is the 5 of Discs here. Okay, so you're anxious about this. You're anxious that you are not okay. You're still in some mourning period, right? There's still some loss, some despair, some heartbreak, because this has come up twice in hidden energies. That means it's really dominant. But what I see is that you are really ready to, you're feeling that you want that new beginning, because you don't want to stay, I see that you don't want to stay stuck in that energy. There's my cat's paw right there. Yeah, you don't want to stay stuck in that energy. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking for a more stable start, new choices, new options, new destinies for yourself. There it is. I just said new choices, new options, and there it is. 7 of Cups, the card that presents all these options for you after an ending, right? So this is the ending that happened. Yeah. All right. And so there's a situation which you're feeling a little bit worked up about. Well, it's more than a little bit. There's a lot. You're feeling a sense of loss and lack. And what's guiding you through really is this this spiritual connection. So that's going to be really important for you to maintain. But I can see that, look at the strength that's here. This is a really strong individual who, even in defeat, maintains that kind of power internally. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at what's coming up for you, Aquarius. All right, so let's get some cards. What's coming up in the future for Aquarius? That fell out really quickly. Knight of Cups. What's coming up in the future for Aquarius? Eight of Spears. Nine of Wands. You got the 9 of Wands in your past as well. Here's the Hierophant. You know, and considering that you had the High Priestess in the past, so it does seem like this spiritual journey is going to take you to some higher level. Yeah, it does seem like it's almost like ascension in a way. You're tapping into your intuition first, and then after that, now some kind of formalized situation where you're actually receiving mentorship, you're actually receiving kind of spiritual teaching. This can also be in love, to do with, you know, a kind of higher level of commitment, going back to school, learning something. It could be to do with work, you know, your education, your career development. Let's see where we go. So this is good news. this Knight of Cups tells me that after that difficult period, there's gonna be some offer that comes in for you. You know, sometimes I think the Knight of Cups talks about like a job offer, or if it's love, it can be some kind of new friendship, new even love, right? This is prime for love. After that difficult period, it's like refinding love again. But what I see here is that you do feel some restrictions, and maybe it has to do with that past, those past hurts, that whatever despair or grief that was happening. Yeah, but I think the message here is to persevere, like push through, right? Yeah, there's guidance for you. All right, so let's get some clarification. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Everything flew out and landed squarely with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles. So after some heartbreak, after some despair, some sadness, there's like a new offer here. Some new message, some new connection, support. All right, so Eight of Spears. Why is that here? Okay. What I see is that you are feeling some restriction, or I think it's because you've had that difficult period. You've been out in the cold for a very long time. You've been away from, if it's love, I do feel like you haven't had like a real success for a while, or if this is to do with a job, that you just felt this, you know, this is the same. Five of Pentacles was in the present, right? Your present reading. So there's a, okay, yeah, I think what I see here is the scarcity, the belief that you don't deserve something, or that this will always be my situation. I'll always not have enough. I'll always be less than, or I don't deserve things. And so that's creating, this is a real, like, this arrangement is just like limiting belief on top of limiting belief, right? You deserve things, you do. And this Three of Cups came up again. So there's really, like, I feel like there's something great that wants to come in for you, and it involves some socialization, some having new people around you, having like even a connection with close group of friends. So tell me why the Nine of Wands is here. You know that Three of Wands also talks about dating as well. Queen of Swords. Okay, so, and hidden energies here, the Lovers. So we have the Three of Swords, typically a heartbreak card. We have the Lovers, and we do have the Hierophant, right? I am not gonna lie, that looks like a love reading to me. So yeah, I do think that if it's love that you're looking for, that's coming in. But I do think what it's saying is, like, stick to it, persevere. Don't shut yourself out, because if you shut yourself out, then there is actually no hope, right? Queen of Swords tells me that now you're gonna be more discerning, more careful, more honest about the truth of what it is that you are going for, what you want. Why has this battle been so hard? You know, what am I persevering for? What is my actual hopes and dreams and goals? And I do feel that with the Hierophant and the Lovers in the hidden energies, I mean, that really looks like some kind of higher level commitment in love coming, or some kind of choice. It's still higher level, two major arcana here to tell me that this is some major event. And we did have the Three of Cups, so I do feel that there's a group of people, family, friends, or even, as I said, just dating, that this involves choices. You're gonna have some options coming in love. in love, well, choices. Here's a card of choices in the major arcana, and here's a card of choices in the minor arcana. So there's gonna be like things are gonna open up for you, yeah, especially after something that was an ending. And I do see the Sun card here, success, right? So after, this is the best thing to see after that Ten of Swords is the Sun card, because what that tells me is that you're gonna have a much brighter future coming in. All right, let's look at this one. Seven of Spears, strategizing. This came up as well before in this reading, so same energy, like same cards coming up again and again. Two of Cups, like, okay, that's your third or fourth card confirming that this is something to do with some union, some love. So it's almost like a commitment, some strategizing to come into some kind of union. And here's your Three of Spears again. This might be to do with someone that is I don't want to say that, but like Three of Hearts on top of Nine of Discs. So quite right now it's indicating that, and this came up already, so it's indicating that you will be, and you are, if you're not already independent, kind of financially free, able to support yourself, so that abundance is going to come for you, right? And the heartbreak is there. You still, you know, hold on to that. It was something difficult, I'm seeing, because this is here twice, you know, here and here, on both sides of your reading. It's been a rough time for you, but what I do see is the Two of Cups on top of that. So if something has been difficult for you in love, Two of Cups, the Lovers, yeah, and Seven of Spears, it just means a little bit of, maybe you felt that there was some sleight of hand dealt to you, and yeah, but it does indicate that I think that your spiritual connection is going to take you through this, the period you've gone through, where now you understand your truth, who you are, what exactly it is that you want, is going to really be important. And yeah, I think it does take time. It does take time. In your present, the Three of, in your current, I'm sorry, your future, the Three of Swords still persists, but what it tells me is that something else is coming in, which is going to change that around. Yeah, you are gonna feel a little bit limited because of what happened to you in the past, but you can't let your past define your future, or you're continually living in the past, right? So I'm gonna finish with an oracle card for you, and just to get some affirmation, advice, some kind of prompt for you to move ahead. What does Aquarius need to know to move ahead? What does Aquarius yeah, confidence and hidden energies, rewards, right? So, and look at this, abundance, bounty sharing. So I just looked up on the camera and it was 11:11. So there's a real like window of opportunity here. 35 rewards. So what's coming, what you don't see coming, is the abundance. So get out of your head with, don't stay stuck in this Eight of Spears, Five of Pentacles. Sometimes it's a cycle and things do come around, and this is the card telling you to persevere, right? Confidence, pride, poise, assurance. Yeah, that's what I see is I do see that though. This is the Queen of Swords is, you know, is pretty confident in her choices. She has gone through it and she knows her truth and she's not afraid to speak it. I see that right here. Yeah. So there you go, Aquarius. It looks good, you know. It sounds like things are rounding out after a hard time, and I do wish that for you. All the best. Have a good day, week, month, and year.